Hey everybody, this is Devin bringing you another video, and today I'm talking about something that is really important to me, and that is motivation. Two people have asked me some questions, so I want to answer those. Michael has asked me, do you have any advice for a student who struggles to stay focused and motivated? Aaron asks, how does one make their way towards rediscovering lost motivation? I think these questions are similar, so I think I can answer them with one answer. There's a massive misconception about motivation. And it's something that took me a long time to figure out and hundreds of personal development books. People think that motivation is something you either have or you don't, or they think that there is some kind of state that you just get motivated and then you're motivated and then you're there and you're ready to attack everything for the rest of your life. You're gonna get those millions of dollars, you're gonna get that dream person, everything just falls into place once you've figured out that secret. So a lot of you are looking for me to provide you with some kind of technical answer for how you're going to get motivated. And I have unfortunate news. At least as far as I know, having read hundreds of personal development books, attending seminars, and studying this for my entire life, there is no straight technical answer for how you can become motivated. It is going to be a daily battle that you are going to have to fight at the beginning of your day, every single day for the rest of your life. There is no secret. There is no special sauce. That's it. You're going to fight that daily battle for the rest of your life, and you have to commit to that. The only time that I became motivated was when I owned that that was the reality, and that if I didn't take on that fight myself, nobody else was going to take responsibility for it. I had to be the one to do that. And it's funny that once I realized that and I started executing because I realized that no one else was going to take care of it but me, everybody started calling me a highly motivated individual. When for years before that, I had just played video games and done nothing. So it surprises me that how quickly that tide will turn when you actually take the responsibility for yourself and you say, you know what? No one else is going to get me motivated. Nothing else is going to be motivating me. What am I waiting for? I need to just do this. I will tell you a couple of things that I do at the beginning of my day that I think will help you guys. And I really hope it'll make an impact because it makes an impact on me. It's going to increase the percentage chance that you'll be motivated to work on that day. But let me be very clear. This is a battle. This is something you're going to take on from this day on, and you should look at it like that and realize that your brain is pretty much your enemy. At least I think so. I think that we are battling against our minds because our brains want us to be comfortable. They want food, they want shelter, they want everything in comfort and homeostasis. And once we reach that equilibrium, then the brain doesn't want to do anything else. It doesn't want to put us into risky situations because it's afraid that things might change. It doesn't want to think really hard and go towards our goals because that takes a lot of energy, and we're not used to having food in our history. This is the first time we've had a lot of food, so our brains aren't used to working with that. So our brain wants to stay comfortable. So you're battling against comfort every day. That's why in a lot of these videos and a lot of my tweets, I say you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because the more you get uncomfortable, the more inclined you're going to be to try those things that are difficult and set your brain out of that mode so that you try harder to go for things. So let me give you a couple of things that have worked for me, and I hope they'll help. The number one thing that I do is that before I go to bed every single day, I write down all my goals. I write down everything that I want to accomplish for the next day, and then I make sure to have that just on a little sheet of paper. When I go to bed, I think about those goals, and that's the last thing that I think about. When I wake up, the first thing I do when I get out of bed is I make my bed. This might be surprising to some of you, but I listened to a commencement speech by a retired military general, and he got into me this kind of importance of making your bed as sort of the first victory you have during the day. And no matter how bad your day gets, you still have this bed that you have made. And especially if you work at home, it's great because you can always look at it and go, oh, I have a made bed. There's a little bit of a victory that I have, and that's great. So that's been a huge improvement for me. I would say that makes my days 5 to 10% better, which for 2 minutes of your time is amazing. So make your bed. If you have a terrible day, at least you come back to a made bed. Set your goals, make your bed. The third thing is you need to do something physically invigorating right at the beginning of your day. Ideally, your day should not start at 1 o'clock. For some of you watching this video, your day starts at 1 o'clock. Consider waking up in the morning. It helps your circadian rhythm. It's helped me a lot to get off that schedule and wake up in the morning. Something that you do is physically invigorating. If you look at my Snapchat, it's username Devin M. Nash, and it's in the description below if you want to follow it. I update it a lot. I am always doing something physically invigorating in the morning. You might see me rock climbing, you might see me walking, you might see me cycling, you might see me running, but I'm doing something to get myself in the zone. That is not because I have physical fitness goals necessarily. I do have those, but the primary focus of that exercise is to get my mind in the right place so I can work for the rest of the day. Because if your body is charged, your mind will be charged. Your body is the mind, and you got to take care of both. Which leads me to the next thing. After I do something physically invigorating, I make sure to meditate at least 5 minutes. Usually I try for 20 minutes, but I try to meditate for at least 5 minutes. And all that means is just sitting quietly and focusing on your breath and not thinking about all the things you have to do, but just letting your mind be. That 5 to 10 minutes is going to set you up for a successful day. And I've found that if I nail all those at once in a day, then I will probably be 30 to 50% more effective. So to go through that list real quickly, before you go to bed, set your goals. When you wake up, make your bed. The next thing you should do after you make your bed is physically invigorating, preferably something you like to do. And then after that, you should meditate. If you do that, I think you'll be a lot more successful, and you'll find out that motivation is something that you can garner and you can cultivate. But I want you to get out of your head, I want you guys to get out of your head about how motivation is just this thing you need to reach and then you're there. You need to consider it as a daily battle, and that's going to help you get to your goal of being motivated every day. Once you realize that you can stop waiting, I'm giving you that permission. I'm saying stop waiting for this. It's never going to come. You're never going to get to the point where you're just suddenly motivated and you're good for the rest of your life. This is a fight. This is something you're going to have to battle every day of your life from now on. And you're going to have to commit to that if you really want to get your goals. The reason why a lot of people aren't successful is because this is not easy. It is not easy to make the decision to choose to succeed every single day. And it's not even easy to accept that you have that choice. A lot of people don't want to own that. They want to say, no, my success is in my parents' hands or my friend's hands or my boss's hands. It's not. That's bullshit. Your success is in your hands, and that's it. Nobody else defines that but you. And every single day, you have to make that decision to fight, or you don't make a decision. And making no decision is making a decision, isn't it? So make the right decision. So that's what I want you to think about. Think about the fact that you're going to commit to making this a daily practice to motivate yourself. And I hope that these tips help you, and I hope that this answer is good. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. And thanks for helping me out. Thanks for all the comments on Twitter and all the shares you guys have done to this video. That means the world to me, because all I do, I just want these videos to help someone. And if it even helps one person, I love the comments. I want to tell you that keeps me going. That keeps me making these things, because it tells me that some of you are getting something positive out of it. So thank you so much for telling me all of these positive comments on Twitter. I promise I read every single one and I reply to every single one. It means the world to me. You can find all that information in the description for my YouTube channel below. Thank you so much. See you for the next video. Thank you very much for the questions.